We're now going to give you a demonstration of finding our cousins. Let me introduce you to another of my favorite grandchildren, Clayton Hadlock. He's a senior in Bountiful High School and just received his mission call to Fortaleza, Brazil. That's where Clayton is the technology specialist in our family, so he's going to help us show this demonstration.
I found some things in our family history that I'd like to show you all, starting with this really cool website called Puzilla.org. It'll help us find missing people on our family tree, our cousins.
Great. Let's share the screen so everybody can see. Now, right over here, this is my mouse.
And this is my mouse. I used my LDS account to log into Puzilla. It scanned our tree and made this fan. Males are the blue squares, females are the red dots. This is me.
There you are.
And this is you.
Where am I? There I am.
There he is.
There we go.
And all these red and blue squares are ancestors in our direct line. But we're looking for our cousins. So let's pick one. Let's go back to this ancestor, your second great-grandfather and my fourth great-grandfather, Jorgen Christian Andersen. You can see how we're connected. Now this is the power of Puzilla. You can click on Jorgen's square and see his descendants from his point of view. Let's do that and see what we have. Puzilla is now accessing Family Search and pulling in the information. Jorgen moves into the center spot, and all of these lines are his descendants. This is our line, and that's you. And these are all of our cousins. I'm going to zoom in here so we can get a better look. Jorgen is here in the center again, and this first circle of dots and squares are all of his children. And the lines that come from them are their children. If there are no lines, that means that Family Search has no information about their children. So what we're going to do is to see if there are any records that would suggest that Jorgen has more grandchildren that we don't know about. Pappy, why don't we choose one of Jorgen's grandchildren?
Okay, how about let's check in this daughter right here.
Well, it looks like she was less than 16 years old when she died. We can tell because there's that little yellow box there. She probably wasn't married and didn't have children because she was so young. Let's pick another sibling.
Okay, how about over to the right, pick her sister there. Is that her sister?
It looks like her name is Karen Jorgen's daughter. That should work. Now let's click on her dot, and that'll lead us to her person page on FamilySearch.org. All right, now this is her person page. What we need to do is make sure that she is the right person. It looks like she was born in 1831. Good. Her parents' names are Jorgen and Anna, and her husband's name is Niels. This is great. I think this is our Karen. Now, we need to find a record that can give us the missing information and prove that they did have children. It's easy to search for the record straight from the person page using the Search Records button. Just right there. Pappy, go ahead and click the Search Records button. This will search for any records that match Karen's information.
Okay, here we go. Wow, that's a lot of records. Do we start at the top of the list and just go down?
Well, you could do that, but I don't think the first one's the best one to look at. See, in this one, her husband's name is Christian, not Niels, so she's probably not the right Karen. The search uses information in Family Search, but it's possible that other people with the same name could show up in the results. But if you look at the second record, the husband's name is Niels, so that's probably the right one. This is so exciting because this is a christening record from 1857. A christening is when a baby is baptized and is often used as a record of birth. Karen was 25 years old at this point, so it's not her christening. So it must be the christening of a child, and that means that she had children. So let's go ahead and see that record.
Okay.
This is so cool. The Family Search website provides a summary of the record called an index. It says that Karen and Niels' daughter was christened on January 18, 1857 at St. Michael's Church in Slagelse, Denmark. Her name is Carolina Wilhelmina Christensen. Now, Pappy, here's the cool thing. The church has a website that we can go to and see pictures of the church.
Wow.
I found this picture of the church in the baptismal font on Flickr. They
Wow.
still use it today, just like they did 160 years ago.
That's amazing. Can we look at the record itself?
Yes, we can. We just click on the View Document button and look for the christening record of Carolina Wilhelmina Christensen, the daughter of Karen and Niels. Go ahead, Pappy. Click. So here's the record, and here's Karen, her daughter, and her daughter Carolina. Imagine, here it is in the actual handwriting of the pastor who performed the christening almost 160 years ago in that church in Denmark. Pappy, by clicking on this record, you have found our cousin. And now we can offer her the ordinances of the temple.
Wow, that's terrific. That's great. Thank you, Clayton.
You know, Pappy, I've already gone through this family and found 3 other children. Anna Maria, Niels Peter Otto, and Christina. I've already added them to the tree, and here they are, right
Wow, and look at that. They have green arrows. Now, as a family, we can go to the temple for all of them.
You know, Pappy, even though our family has been in the church for many generations, there are numerous cousins to be found. I'll bet this is true with every family.
It is true, Clayton. We all have cousins waiting for their work. Let's give Clayton a thank you for his demonstration.